Welcome for today's class of mathematics. Today's question is taken from class 10 mathematics from trigonometry chapter. I will be solving exercise 8.1, question number 9, 10 and 11 today. So let me start. You can take down this question in triangle. So just take down this question. In triangle ABC, right angled at B. So here you can see a triangle ABC. It is right angled at B. If tan A is equal to 1 upon root 3. Means what? It is opposite upon adjacent. So opposite of A is nothing but BC, that will be 1. And adjacent side will be root 3, that is AB. You need to find the value of sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. So let us find out. But before that, we need to find one of the side, that is AC. So write down in triangle ABC, I will be using by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, by Pythagoras theorem, I will be using this theorem. Okay, so it will be AC square is equal to AB square plus B the whole square. Now what is AC square over here? AC square is not given, so keep it as it is. AC square, we need to keep it as it is. Now we have AB the whole square. AB is root 3, so write down here it will be root 3. Here it will be square plus your BC is nothing but 1, so it will be 1 square. Okay, on the next line, what will be this root 3 square? This will get cancelled, so AC square is equal to, what I'm going to get is AC square is equal to, this will be 3 and this will be plus 1. So I'm going to get AC square is equal to 4. And if I take the root, AC is equal to root 4 is what? Root 4 is nothing but AC is equal to, I got 2. Okay, next let us find out sin square A and cos C. Here what we got is, let me rub this, okay. Here we got is 2. So this AC is what? Nothing but 2. Now we need to find sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. So let us find out the first part, that is sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. Okay. Now what is sin A? Opposite of A is nothing but this will be 1 upon 2. So I got 1 upon 2. So write down 1 upon 2. In the bracket, again I have to write something here also and here also. So cos C means what? It is adjacent of C. So adjacent of C is nothing but CB. So it will be 1 upon 2 hypotenuse, right? So you can write down 1 upon 2. Then plus cos A. So it will be cos A means adjacent of A will be root 3 upon hypotenuse is 2. So this is nothing but root 3 upon 2. Again sin C we have. Sin C is what? Opposite of this will be root 3 upon 2 I will get. Again, okay, over here. So now this you will have to multiply. You will get 1 upon 4, sorry. 1 upon 2 2's are, your answer will be, because we are multiplying this. Here we will get root 3 square upon 4. So this will get cancelled and we are left with 1 plus 3 upon 4. So it will be 4 upon 4. So if I cancel this 4 ones are, what will be my answer? 1. So I will be getting answer to be, okay, let me write the answer here 1. Okay. Next let us find out the second one. Let us find out cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. So let us find out the second part. What is the question? Cos A, and here it is cos C minus sin A sin C. Okay, so let us find out this. Now what is cos A, cos C minus sin A, sin C? We need to see. Now cos A means opposite or adjacent of A is root 3 upon, it will be root 3 upon hypotenuse 2. So root 3 upon 2. Next what we have is cos C. So adjacent of C it will be 1 upon 2. So write down 1 upon 2. Next what we have is sin A. So sin A means opposite of this will be 1 upon 2. So write down 1 upon 2, and sin C will be, it will be opposite. So root 3 upon 2. So here it is root 3 upon 2. So if I multiply, you will get root 3 upon 4. Here this is equal to root 3 upon 2 to your answer is 4. Okay, the denominator minus 1 into root 3 is root 3 upon your answer will be 2 to your answer will be 4. Okay, and root 3 upon 4 minus root 3 upon 4 is nothing but 0. So the second part what we got is 0. And the take down the question number 10. In triangle PQR. So here the triangle PQR is given to you all. Right angled at Q. Here it is right angle at Q. PR plus QR is equal to 25 and PQ. Here PQ is given to be 5. You all have to determine the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. Here QR value is not given and PR is not given. Okay. So basically what we are doing is PQ is given, right? So write down this. PQ is equal to, you all will get 5 centimeter. Then you all can write down this. PR plus QR is equal to 25. What is given? PR plus QR is equal to 25. In the question it is given, right? PR you all can keep it as it is equal to 25 minus QR you all can take down. Okay. So what I have done over here is I have kept this PR as it is equal to 25. QR I have taken it other side. So plus sign will turn into minus QR when I take it other side. Okay. So now we are going to apply a Pythagoras theorem for this triangle. Okay. So by Pythagoras theorem, you can just write down this by Pythagoras. By Pythagoras theorem. Okay, the first thing you all are going to write is PR the whole square plus opposite side, that is QR plus adjacent side, that is PQ. Okay, square. So write down over here PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Okay. Next, what I have taken my PR to be? I have taken it to be 25. PR is 25 minus QR. So I can write down 25 minus QR. Square it, because square is there over here. You all can see square is there. Then everywhere you all have to square. Okay. So PQ is nothing but what? PQ is nothing but 5. So write down 5 square. QR is not given, so you'll have to write it as it is, QR the whole square. Okay, because QR square is not given. So here y'all are going to apply A minus B the whole square rule. A minus B the whole square is equal to A square minus 2AB plus B the whole square. This is a rule which we are applying. Okay. Okay, so write down 25 square plus QR the whole square minus, okay, 2 into 25 into QR, okay, is equal to 25 plus QR the whole square. Okay, let me explain you all what I have done over here is 25 square, here A, in place of A 25 is there, so put square. Then here B plus B the whole square. So in place of B, QR square. So plus QR square minus 2 into 25 into QR it will be. Okay, so just multiply and write down this. 5 square is 25 plus QR square. So here 25 square is nothing but 625 plus, okay, now here the QR and the QR will get cancelled. QR square will get cancelled. You are left with minus 50 QR. Okay, multiply these two multiplied by 25, we will get minus 50 QR is equal to 25. Okay, so now 625 minus 25, this you will bring it here. So 625 minus 25 is equal to 50 QR. So what I have done is I have taken this minus QR other side, so it will become plus QR, and here it will become minus 25. 625 minus 25 is going to give you all 600. Okay, is equal to this QR. Now take down this 50 down. This is QR. I have taken this 50 down, so cancel this 0, 0. Okay, I can just divide here and see 60 and this is 5. 5 ones are 5, carry 1. Okay, just 1 will remain and then 0. 5 twos are 10. So what will be your answer? 12. Okay, just 5 ones are 5, 5 12s are. So therefore QR is equal to what we got is 12. So that's how I have written here 12. You all can see here clearly I have written here 12 because we got 12 over here. Okay. Next let us moving towards the PR. Here what I have taken is PR is equal to 25 minus QR, right? So take down that. So let me use a fresh page and write down PR is equal to 25 minus QR, because see here from here it is from this step I have taken it here. Now substitute the value PR we need to find out. So 25 minus what is QR, we got 12. So write down 12. So PR is equal to 25 minus 12 is gonna give you all 13. Okay, that's how I have written here 13. Okay, you all can see over here 13. How 13 came? After solving this. Okay. Now you can write down sin P. Sin P is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Now opposite of P is what? Opposite of P is QR. So QR is nothing but 12. So I can write down 12 upon, what is the hypotenuse over here? P and R is the hypotenuse. So I can write down hypotenuse is 13, right? So what we are getting, sin P is equal to 12 upon 13. Now we need to find cos P and then tan P. So let us find out cos P is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Now what is the adjacent of P? Let us find out. Adjacent of P is PQ, that is 5, and hypotenuse is 13. So 5 upon 13 will be your answer. So I can write down 5 upon 13. Next what we have is tan P, which is equal to opposite upon adjacent is equal to. Now what is the opposite of P? I have said opposite of P is nothing but QR, that is 12, and adjacent of P will be 5. So it is 12 upon 5. So I can just take down 12 upon 5. Take down the question first. State whether the following are true or false. Justify your answer. Now the value of tan A is always less than 1. Is it true or false? Let us see. For example, if I take tan A is equal to, now tan A formula is opposite upon adjacent. So if I, in the figure, given figure, I can just take down opposite is 12 and 5. So what we are gonna get is, it will be if you divide it, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, and then 2 will remain, and then you will get approximately 2.4, right? So this 2.4 is greater than 1. Okay, 2.4 is greater than 1. But it says what? The value of 10a is always less than 1. But if we take this example, you all can see that 2.4 is greater than 1. So if you all just take this ulta, if you all take opposite upon adjacent, like 10a is equal to, suppose if you all take 5 upon 12, you will get 5 ones are 5, 5, 2.4. So this will be less. Okay, but we won't see this. But if I take such an example, you all can see that we are getting a value which is greater than 1. So it is not possible. The value of 10a is not always less than 1. Okay, it can be greater than 1 also. So obviously this statement, whatever they made, is a false statement. So I'll have to write down false over here. Moving towards the next one, that is sec A is equal to 12 upon 5 for value of angle A. So let us see this. So here you all can see that sec A is equal to opposite upon adjacent. So here opposite side is 5 and the adjacent side will be 12, right? Obviously hypotenuse is greater. So obviously now you all can see this will be 12 upon 5, right? 12 upon 5, opposite upon adjacent of A. So this will be only for some angle A, it will be, okay. So this will be true. Next, moving towards the third one, cos A is the abbreviative used for the cosine of angle A. If you all see this properly, it is the statement is false, okay, because you all can directly write down the statement is false, because cos A gives you cosine A and cosec A will give you cosine A. So this will be the false statement. Next, what we have is cot A is the product of cot and A. So obviously this is also the wrong statement, so I can write down the false. Okay, so the third and the fourth is false. Now we have the last statement, sine theta 4 upon 3 for some angle theta. Okay, so let us see this. Sine theta is equal to 4 upon 3 for some angle theta. So sine theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. So opposite of theta is what? This 4. So 4 and the hypotenuse is 3 over here. But can you see here the 3 is too small and the hypotenuse is always greater. So obviously the statement will be false statement. So I can just write down the final statement is also false statement. Okay. So we have the second one is true, the first one is false, third one is false, fourth one is false, and the fifth one is false. So I hope you'll have understood all this, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Press the bell icon for more updates.